got a bum hand. I am going to make beef stroganoff because I have some leftover tri-tip from the other night that I don't want it to go bad, and I've got the ingredients sort of to make a beef stroganoff out of it. So I'm going to try it. I've got, of course, the tri-tip, and then I've got some oil and some butter. Yeah, this is butter that I've canned. And I don't have any of the pasta noodles, so I'm going to use the orzo. I'm supposed to use salt, but I'm not going to. Everything ingredients-wise has salt. So there's pepper, garlic. What's this here sauce? I don't have any beef broth, so I'm just going to use mushroom soup, sour cream, some mustard, and a little bit of flour. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to chop up my onion, and then I'm going to chop up the tri-tip and get them browning in the cast iron. That I'll put a little bit of, it says to use vegetable oil, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use olive oil. So after I figure out how to cut this up with this, I'll be back and show you what I got done. Alright, so in the midst of all that, I decided that I'd hold off cutting up the steak until I get the broth made up so it can start cooking. So I need 1 tablespoon of mustard. It calls for Dijon mustard, but I don't have any, so I'm just, oh, that's hard to do with my hand. So I'm just going to make do with this. And I'll do a great big one because I know there's air in there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just dump it in this bowl and start mixing it. So it's 1 tablespoon of mustard, 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just going to guess at it because I can't get my spoon in there. Call that 1, and we'll call that 2. Usually that's the way I cook. I don't measure. And then it calls for 3 tablespoons of what's this here sauce. Yeah, I always call it what's this here sauce because the other's too darn hard to say. Okay, so what did I say? 3. So there's 1. And then I'm supposed to use 2 cups of beef broth, but I don't have any, so I'm just using mushroom soup because I don't have mushrooms either, so this will kind of help out with that. Hard doing things left-handed, but like I said, this tri-tip I cooked a couple days back, and I don't want to waste it or have it go bad, so I'll do this and get it cooked up, and then I can put parts of it in individual containers and freeze it, so I have meals for later, which I do that quite a bit. So then after I got all those ingredients in there, I'm just gonna whisk it around, get it all blended together, maybe. Probably add some milk to this later to get it a little more liquefied. Okay, so there's that, all nice and mixed up. I'll just set that aside. Oh, now I will cut up, or try, this is going to be a good trick, to cut up this steak. This is not going to be fun. Probably not going to be pretty either. I think I'll just try and do it in little chunks first. Yeah, I'm cutting them pretty thin so they get good and tenderized. Now this tri-tip I did on a rotisserie with just a dry rub, garlic, pepper, onion powder, a little bit of, what's this here sauce? What's that called? Oh, brown sugar. Okay, I'm going to finish cutting this up and I'll bring you back. Okay, so I got the meat all cut up and put it on top of the onions, so they're all ready. I've got the water boiling for the pasta, and again I think I'm going to go ahead and go with olive oil instead of vegetable oil. It says to use 2 tablespoons of oil. There's that. So when that gets nice and warm, then I'll dump the onions and the meat in there and get those cooked up. It's an orzo pasta. It's pretty good stuff. I make a fruity pasta delight. It's like a fruit pasta salad. It's really good. Nice dessert. Yep. Dump these in here and get them cooking. I got my heat on about 6. So when the onions start getting some color on them, start caramelizing, and then I'll go ahead and start my pasta. When the pasta gets just about done, then I'll throw in stuff into this pan, this slurry of, what did I use? Again, I can my own butter. I get it on sale at the store when they have a good sale on butter, and I buy a lot of it. And then I bring it home and I can it. That way it can sit on the shelf. I don't have to worry about my freezer going out and losing my butter. It has a shelf life. I don't have to keep it in the refrigerator. And when I take off in my RV, I don't have to worry about keeping it cold in the fridge. So there is a method to my madness. And again, all I'm trying to do is get these onions cooked down, maybe caramelized a little bit, and then I'll dump that slurry in. I only used a half a box because it does puff up and make quite a bit. And I'll add this other bowl of ingredients. What I'm doing is on the bottom of this pan, where the seasoning sort of stuck to it and cooked a little more, I'm just scraping it off so that it gets into the sauce. I'll just let that sit and cook over a medium-low heat until the pasta's done with the lid on it. And like I said, I may add some milk to that a little bit later. I am going to go ahead and add 1 cup of milk to this in a little bit, and oh, I don't know. Let's see what it goes up to. From 1 cup of milk, I'm putting in enough to make the level go up to 1.5 cups. And now I'm just kind of mixing it together. I don't know if you can see down there. Just kind of mixing it together, breaking up the big clumps, and I'll dump it in there in a little bit. All right, let's take a peek in here, see what we got. Bubbling more than I wanted it to. Alright, so I'm just going to dump this in here now. So I'm guessing that with all the prep work, cutting up the meat, cutting up the onion, getting all the ingredients out, etc., from start to finish, this probably took, I don't know, 45 minutes at the most, even with a thumb hand. But after you get to this point where everything's in here cooking, the pasta's almost done, this just has to cook like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And I cook the pasta pretty well because pasta sucks up juice, liquid, and I don't want it to suck up all the juice out of the stroganoff mix there. You better look inside here if it doesn't steam up the lens.
It's got your nice chunks of meat and your slices of onions and a nice sauce. Like I said, I'll pour that over the pasta, and I didn't have the egg noodles, I guess they're called, so I just used the orzo pasta. I guess I could have used spaghetti noodles, but that just didn't sound right. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to drain the pasta in a strainer, over there in the sink, and I'll be back. In goes the pasta. And I left some in that pan because I wanted to save some of the water, the starch water from the pasta, to go inside here too. Okay. So there's that. So I'll just let this sit for, I don't know, until I get hungry. I could eat it now, but I'm not real hungry. I just wanted to get it cooked because it's only 4:30 right now here. So I'm just going to let this sit and maybe tenderize that meat a little bit more, and beef stroganoff using a tri-tip. That is that. I could even put this over mashed potatoes. That would be good. Some real buttery, garlicky mashed potatoes. Take a bite. Hot. That's good. The meat got good and tender. Maybe one more bite. Okay, so that's it. Tri-tip beef stroganoff. Yum. Hot.